Pisces, last but definitely not least, or Lisa, Laura, Lucy, Louise, Lucifer, something to do around a Capricorn, leasing something out, paying, buying as you go, pay as you go. So some of you might be stop, slow go. So you might be looking for a slow go or something to do around thumbnails, or like something to do around slow going. Something that's very slow and then very fast. You could be dealing with above 7, Cancerian. I don't know, something that's stopping and then going and then stop and then go. I don't know what that is. Show it like it's kind of like it's going at an even Stephen, something around Steve, Sarah, Sassy, anybody beginning with this. But like it starts and then it's starting and then on your marks, get set, stops, go. So I don't know, that's kind of what I'm picking up. You could be dealing with a cardinal sign. But like on your marks, get set, stop. Okay, let's go. No, let's stop. And on your marks, get set, stop, go. I can't pick up why on earth that is. Something to do with Wyatt Earp. What is that, Tom Hanks? Wyatt Earp? I don't know, Wyatt Earp. But like, why? Why then? Why stop? Why go? Why are we stopping? And then why are we going? I mean, are you travelling somewhere? And they're like, why are we stopping there? I don't understand why we're stopping there. Or like, are we... I don't understand about this stop, go. It's a bit like red light, amber. Like I really keep picking up like life path 7 Cancerian energies, like red light, green light, stop, go, stop, go, stop. What on earth is going on? I don't know. You really could be dealing with another sign that I said what on earth is going on. Ron, something around your mum maybe, or some sort of sibling family dispute, or like on your marks, get set, stop, go. And I cannot equivocably come up with anything else for your channeled stuff, Pisces, apart from things are stopping, but they're also continuing forward. But they're actually not going anywhere, but they're stopped and then going. So it's kind of like things pick up really big, and then it's kind of like, okay, 2 steps backwards and stop. I mean, are you doing fucking line dancing or something like that? Or is it a Leo or an Aquarian of 8? A placement of 8. But like, I don't know. I can't work out what they're trying to say. Stop, go, slow, stop, slow go. Some of you might be looking into a slow go or a Logan, okay, or slogan, or like something with your car, like it's very fast and then it's very slow. But if it isn't anything to do with transportation, it could be to do with like actually like moving, okay, like, okay, we're moving forward and it's going at a nice pace and then stop. You're like, okay, I mean, are you dealing with another Pisces, like delaying things, like it's kind of like this feeling like you're at the airport, okay, and you're just about to go on holiday, and things are really picking up, and you're like, okay, we're coming into landing, stop, and then it's like, oh, what, we got delayed again? It's like, yes, no, you're gonna have to stay overnight and then actually stop, and they're like, well, I was really looking forward to that, and okay, then now we're going, and then you're like, okay, we're off, and then stop. I mean, is it your car? Like, it's like, I don't know, something that's very, I mean, like, it's like a cryptic clue, Pisces. I mean, this could be your love life. I don't know. Like, it goes very fast, okay, and then it's kind of like, whoa, we're getting somewhere, and then, okay, let's put the brakes on and stop, and you're like, I thought we were going, like, real fast. And like, yeah, no, but we're yeah, no. Something to do around a Libra, or number 2, it's like, yeah, no. You're like, oh, okay. Are we going for, yeah, no. Like, yeah, but no, but yeah, but like computer says no. It's like, oh, they said no. And it's like, no, they said yes. Oh, did they? Okay, then no. I mean, does somebody keep changing their mind all the time? Like, changing my mind. Like, I'm always changing my mind. It's like 1 minute it's yes, the next minute is no. 1 minute we're going forward, the next minute we're stopping, and then we're stopping, and then when we stop we go forward, and then we're going forward, and then we stop. It's kind of like this very delayed feeling of going forward but stopping and not really getting anywhere, but kind of getting somewhere but really not getting anywhere. And that's, if I'm honest, it's not really a message, it's just kind of like a feeling, if you like a feeling. So like, my feelings are going very strong, and they're very strong, and then they're kind of like, okay, so now they're kind of like, are they dwindling? Are they going forward? But yes. And then, oh, okay, we are, yeah. Then no. And then you're like, hold on a minute, this is confusing me. So we are, you're like, yeah, no, we are together. Okay, so if we're together, then we're going forward, right? Yep. Once I've took 2 steps back and then realised and thought about it, you're like, okay, but so I don't know. It's I can't really put my finger on a message as such of saying, look, Pisces, you got all these things coming up. It's like you have got all these things that are planned, but they're not actually being executed. Like they're kind of like, right, we've got plans, yep. Okay, so let's book that date, yep. Let's book that date, yeah, okay. And it's like wanting to go on holiday or travelling, and it's like, brilliant, right, so we've got that date, we're going here on this date, and we're going there on that date, yes, but just not yet. And you're like, oh, right, so that is then, and it's like this eager anticipation of waiting for a certain thing to arrive, or Steve, or like a certain like date to arrive, or like a blind date. Okay, Cilla Black, I don't know, but like behind like like Cilla Black used to do a thing called Blind Date. Okay, and it was like a sheet that was in front of everybody, and there was 3 people that would sit on the other side of it, and then you would hear this voice and say, "Hi, yes, I'm Dave," and she would ask a question, and then he would reply to the question, and then she would think, that's a little bit intriguing, that's interesting. Okay, so contestant number 2. So, hi, my name is Sydney, and you're like, oh, fuck yeah, that's a little bit, I don't know, sounds a little bit, and then you're like, okay, so contestant number 3, would you like to speak? Like, yes, my name's Mandy, and you're like, you're a guy, right? And you're like, yeah, but I've got like a voice that kind of goes like that. And you're like, okay, that contestant's out. Like, that sounds a bit fucking weird. And then you're like, okay, so I think I'm going to go for contestant number 1. And you're like, oh, great. And then let's reveal. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, great. So let's go on a date. So something, I don't know, something like that, like a feeling of like blind date. Like, I can't wait for this date to arrive kind of thing. And I can't wait to be able to see my partner, or I can't wait to be able to, until this blind cloak has been revealed, and it's like, right now it's coming to this, like, and it's like, right, I just can't wait until that. I mean, it could be a blind date. You could literally be going on a blind date and you don't know the person, but you've heard about the person, you spoke to them, whatnot, and you're about to, and they're like, yes, no, we're gonna, yes, no. It's like, yes, no, we are not going on a date, and you're like, oh, okay, so we are then, no, yes, right, okay, so right, so let's go on the date then. So when is that? Right, that's going to be, okay, so that's a plan, right, brilliant. And then it's kind of like this waiting for this reveal all type sort of message, right? It doesn't have to be a bad message, it's just the only way I can really fucking describe it, really. So it's like a blind date. It's like waiting for this kind of feeling. Okay, so that's your weird intergalactic stuff, if that's relating to any of you Pisces. So let's see what you got coming up for April 2022 tarot for Pisces. King of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. As I'm saying, I'm stable, bruv. I'm just like here earning money. I'm here, there, everywhere earning money. Someone could be very entrepreneurial, something to do with like, well, I'm very stable. But it's kind of like, so we're continuing on forward. Like, yeah, but it's just kind of like not yet. And it's like, unless something's ended in your life, you know, this is the end, beautiful friendship. There's no more friend. There's no more like something to do with someone's friends, or I don't know, David Swimmer, I don't know, but like, how you doing? Sorry, that's the end. You're like, really? Is that the end? It's like, no, it's only just begun. Justin Libra, but like, it's only just begun to live. White lights and promises, a kiss for luck, and we're on our way. It's only just begun. So it's like, well, it's only just started. It's like a finish line. So we're only just started. We've got to get to the end, right? It's like this eager anticipation of getting to the end of it. It's like, we've got to see this through till the end, Pisces. I must improve my bust. So it's kind of like some of you might be getting fit, and you're like, listen, I know I've got this date coming up, so I'm got to like pump extra weight, and like, right, I've got to lose some weight and get myself like suave as fuck, bruv, and I've got to like, you all right? And you're like, yeah, right, we've got to get to the end, right? You're like, yeah, well, didn't you know that Pisces is a rainbow? At the end of it is normally a pot of gold and someone from Ireland. You're like, well, you could be from Idaho. You're like, well, I don't know. Are you from Idaho? I don't know. I could be from Idaho. But anyway, it's kind of like this anticipation of the finish line. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've got to see this through, Pisces. So you could be saying that to one another. Pisces, what's coming up for Pisces for April? April. 9 of Cups. Well, I'm still in love with you because I'm codependent. So you're kind of like this. Well, there you go. It's a contrast of energy. 10 and then 9. Ending, beginning. Starting, going, coming, staying, going, staying, going. Kind of like something that you can't quite put your finger on. Like it's destiny, I'm fulfilled, but are you fulfilled? It's like, are you okay with me feeling like this? Like, yeah, but, well, no, but kind of, yeah, but it's like I want to get to this beginning. You know, but it's kind of only just started. It's like, well, it's starting, but it's kind of like looking at your clock and then it's kind of and you're like, well, listen, I just really need to see this through. Okay, I want to get to the end of this. Do you? And you're like, yes, I do. You had 11 o'clock. So on the clock. So it's kind of like this clock watching type sort of feeling of like, well, we're just waiting. We're just kind of like waiting to be able to start something properly. Okay, to be fulfilled emotionally and physically. Like mentally, emotionally and physically, I need to be stimulated. But if we're starting but going, then I can't, like, it's like this, like sort of, I don't know, I do, but I'm kind of, like this hesitation. Let's see. Could be the other person, or Percy or Baxter, but like I said, you could be dealing with, or Pucci or Pisces, another Pisces, could be dealing with another one, and you're both delaying one another. I mean, that's going to be a very difficult energy if you're both Pisces, or got Pisces placements. Like, you would, like, just delay things, and like, let's just delay it, and let's just see, and then delay, or like, I'm on a promise of getting laid, or something. Because 9 could be a wish, like a promise, like I promise. Let's see. But 9 can also be, I've got work to do first. Like, I must do more work on myself. It's kind of, but that's delaying the inevitable, isn't it? If you need to keep doing work. Let's see. So some of you are working on the relationship. There you go. So it could be to do with around your work. Okay. Could be to do with around financial support and aid of money. Okay. Because it's kind of like this stuck feeling of like, I'm always stuck at work. I'm always stuck at work and having to pay the maker. Like, I'm having to pay for it. Okay, so it's kind of like that where you might be loaning someone money, or you might loan something out. Look, I'm going to have to pay for it. So it's like, well, if you want it, you're going to have to pay for it. But can I pay for it in installments? Okay, installments. Can I just pay you a little bit and then a little bit and a little bit? Okay. But it's kind of like that feeling emotionally as well. Like, I'm giving you a little bit and then a little bit more and then a little bit more, but then a little bit less and then a little bit, kind of like fluctuating of how much to give someone physically, mentally and emotionally, I feel. Let's see. Pisces for April. Pisces for April. So you got Leo or an Aquarian or a placement of 8. You could even, I'll tell you what, I forget about this majority because you know I read in numbers. This is actually my year number, like my personal year. So my personal year, last year was 7 before my birthday was March 8th, Pisces. But like now I'm an 8, okay, for my year. 2 8s. So it's always a good energy to look into, is your personal year, because that's your experience of a life path, but only for that year. You experience a number each year. Okay, so there's kind of like this experience, like we're going through something that's very strong, should be very loyal, but there's work to be done, but it's kind of like this very strong feeling that you have emotionally, but there's a delayed feeling to it as well. Okay, let's see, because someone's got a very strong work ethic, like a strong work ethic. I've got a very strong idea, and I've got a very strong work regime, okay? Or their name Rennie, or Rainy, or Ranny, or Lanny, but like, or Lucifer or Laura, but I've got a strong backing, okay, strong foundation of money. Let's see, Pisces for April. So the Wheel of Fortune. So destiny is here. It's a fixed energy. Okay, could be dealing with a Capricorn maybe here, but like a very strong destiny feeling, but kind of more like a halt. Like, we can't fulfill the future yet. It can't be fulfilled. 9 is an unfulfilling feeling of emotionally needing to be emotionally stimulated or physically stimulated, or like this, we need to inject some kind of like idea into the relationship to keep it burning, if you like. It's a bit like adding fuel to a decent fire, right, to make it more. So it's kind of like, I need to add better ideas at work. I need to come up with some kind of epiphany, or the name Tiffany or Tina, okay, or anybody beginning with T. But I definitely need to start drinking tea or coffee, or I don't know, or stop drinking tea or coffee. I'm also hearing for a lot of you. But like, I keep picking up this energy. In order to make this, we need to start adding something more to destiny, like plans. We need to fulfill the plan energy, okay. 9s can also hesitate on being fulfilled emotionally and physically, or fulfilling, okay. I'm also picking up a lot of you could be a lot like myself that's been on a diet or going on a diet, okay, because that can be trying to stop anything that's addictive as well, okay. Addictions of any kind, because it's like temptation, okay. Pisces for, could be dealing with a 4, Scorpio, Aries, or a life path 4. Let's see, Pisces for April or May. I keep hearing April or May. See, you are talking, you could be coming into landing on April or May, and this like crunch energy of like, I just can't wait till the end of April or May, or just get through this time, right? For a lot of you, but yeah, you should well be talking with your partner, or if not, these are clients, you know, sibling energies, brothers, sisters. Should be messages from your partner for a lot of you. Quick, fast action. A lot of talking. There should be a lot of talking. Okay. Let's see, Pisces for April. Queen of Swords. Oh, some of you have turned your back on your mother again. Turn my back on my mother again. Or this is a Jen, Julie, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. This is an ex that you had children with, or it's a sibling, a brother or a sister, or you are the child and this is your mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, anybody you like. But this is more like sibling energy here, okay? So if we relate this to an ex, you're just backwards and forwards with the children that are coming, kind of like coming, going. Some of you are more concerned about your love life than the mother energy, which is granted, or the name Grant, or Eddie, Ed, Edwina, sausage party, something to do with someone's birthday. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, sausage party. Queen of Swords is also needing to ask more questions. Like, there's more questions that I need to ask. So it's kind of feeling like someone put someone under a microscope, okay. But there should be more of an even flow of communication, because this is like putting a stop to it, but also needing to ask more questions, but also needing to give more questions, because this is like question answer. Okay, I give you a little bit about myself, you tell me about yourself, getting to know one another on a better scale of something. Could be dealing with a Libra, but it has to be equal. Like, I ask you something, you give me a response, I give you a response, I tell you something about me, you tell me something about you. But it has to be even, okay, or Stephen, okay, because that's like, someone can ask, like, I'm always asking you questions constantly, but are you replying to something that I'm asking? Like, you know, I'm asking you a load of stuff that's personal. Are you okay with that? Because it should be, if you're in a relationship, because there should be trust and loyalty here. That's definitely an answer, a question, answer, and a response here. How you're responding to one another. For some of you, this could really be like a new person here, a new person. Some of you, like I said, you've got things going on with children. I'm going to kind of call it to the end there, Pisces, because we're kind of dealing with the same amount of cards for everybody. There's not too much more I can kind of go over at the moment. Stay tuned, though, because it's everlasting, changing, everlasting. Will this last the test of time? Will this last? We need to make it last. It's kind of like dragging something out right until the last moment. Like dragging it right out to the last moment. It's a bit like my mother, what she does. She talks and she pretty much starts right at the beginning. It gets very boring. Like you're like, okay, can you just like hurry up and like just get to like a point of reference that's kind of like, and it's like, oh, I don't know, dragging something right out and getting as much out of it as I possibly can. It can be time. And I'm trying to drag the time out to make it as long as possible. I don't know. We got future energies that are being channeled there. So if you want to join, you can. This is the first tier. It's like $3 or $4, I think. Then we're going to start doing weeklies, but it's changing very soon. If you want the full access bundle, you get the same reading, but you're going to have more cards, all clarified. And then when we do the weeklies, you get 1 week that is free. Well, not free, but you get it on the full access bundle. Doesn't appear over here. You get it exclusively only for Patron, but that is like midweek. All through the weeklies on full access bundle, you get the hidden truth, in the shadows, and then the messages of closure. But there's another deck that's turning up, something like that. When it turns up, if it turns up on time. If not, we do the hidden truth, and then we clarify those as a separate reading, as well as your weekly readings, all clarified. So you get much more. It's probably about 45 minutes. But that's what you get on the full access bundle, but it does explain everything that it does on the tin below, okay, even videos. Yeah, if you want to subscribe, like, share, and subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Sorry, I feel like I need to give you more, but there's just nothing more to really tell you at the moment. So you might be looking for some news of this. There was not too much more to say, like there's not too much more I can really give you at the moment. Okay, but if you want to join Patreon, links are provided below. Stay tuned for your weekly. It should be coming up very soon. Thanks very much, Pisces. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.